Vaggie is the third largest character on Hazbin Hotel, the first one other than Charlie to have an episode that focuses on her character, and the provider of a necessary straight man contrast to the extremely weird antics that make up this show. These roles make her somewhat less eye-catching than the drug addict porn demon or the serial killer who talks like this. But what's lost in terms of gimmicks doesn't take away from her overall character development and complexity or from her importance to the show. This series is going to examine her core struggle of having a background she's not proud of, her relationship with Charlie, and her role in the ensemble cast. Then I'm going to use her as a case study to discuss how the plot and pacing of Hazbin Hotel works. Without further ado, let's talk about Vaggie's big secret that gets revealed in episode 6. When we meet Vaggie, she's Charlie's girlfriend of 3 years and one of the residents of the Hazbin, but she came to hell in an unconventional way. Most demons were either born there or died and were sent there for sinning, but Vaggie was exiled from heaven for disobedience, for sparing the unworthy. Until then, she had been an exorcist angel who took part in the slaughter of sinners with the goal of keeping the population of hell down and keeping hell from gaining too much power. During the timeline of season 1, she supports Charlie's mission of saving souls through redemption. The schism between her past and present values and actions defines her season 1 character arc as she goes from hiding her past to having her past revealed and ultimately being able to accept her past and even embrace some things from her past that she can carry into her present and future. Until the reveal in episode 6, Vaggie lives in complete secrecy about her past, which places Vivian Medrano in a tricky situation. Simultaneously, she has to keep Vaggie's secret and ensure that the reveal doesn't feel like it came out of absolutely nowhere, because either mistake could ruin the tension and reveal. Throughout the first 5.5 episodes, Vaggie drops subtle hints about her past in passing comments. For example, she sometimes knows things that she wouldn't know if she hadn't been an exorcist angel, and she has a very strong anti-heaven bias. Despite these indicators about who she is, Hazbin Hotel does a remarkable job of keeping Vaggie's secret a secret until the reveal. The trick Medrano pulls is to always give her audience a plausible reason Vaggie would say and do the things she says and does that don't come down to Vaggie is an angel. Let's look at a few of these moments from the first episode. When Charlie gets a call from her dad and relays the news to Vaggie that the exorcists want a meeting, Vaggie reacts by saying,
But the extermination just happened. What could they want this soon?
Once you know that she's an angel, you know that she's probably thinking about what she'd normally be doing a week after extermination and wondering what could be going on in heaven that they would need to be in contact with hell. However, without that context, there's another plausible reading. She's simply nervous about what their contact might bring. When Charlie begins to sing and Vaggie reacts,
Okay, but just don't sing to them.
and when Angel Dust confirms,
That bitch is halfway down the street.
Is she?
Oh, she's dancing.
and Vaggie reacts,
No.
it's apparent to those who know her secret that she's trying to help Charlie tailor her communication style to one that would be most effective with the angels. However, an audience who doesn't yet know this can assume that she just thinks Charlie's singing and dancing are kind of embarrassing and less than professional. In Happy Day in Hell, Vaggie sings about the angels and even reveals some knowledge about them and their character. This is subtly hidden in 2 ways. First, she's singing about them in enough generality that we might assume she's discussing things all sinners in Hellborn know are true, or that they think are probably true. Second, her lyrics are slipped between Charlie's lyrics, and Charlie is singing about how disagreeable the population of hell are.
Those angels' minds are hard to change. Everyone can be redeemed from the evil to the strange. They're bloodthirsty and deranged.
It's very easy to lose track of what Vaggie's saying and lump the 2 ideas together. Upon a rewatch, it's obvious, but it's not that obvious the first time. When Alistair comes to offer her a deal, Vaggie responds,
Do you think I'm that stupid, making a deal with a demon like you?
listen to how she says demon.
With a demon like you?
She says it as a pejorative. Someone who knows she's an angel will know that this is probably a slip, but someone who doesn't might assume that the like you takes precedence. She's not talking about all demons, of which she's one, she's talking about Alistair, the serial killer. A demon like him is worse than other kinds of demons. Because each of these moments has a plausible second meaning, a first-time audience will gravitate towards them based on all of the context clues. Vaggie's in hell, she's helping Charlie, nobody acknowledges or treats her like an angel, etc. Therefore, we contextualize her dialogue and actions with the information we have and get to be pleasantly surprised at the end, and also have that second watch-through experience of seeing how everything fits together through that new lens and go, wow, it was there all along. That is until episode 6, when a few things all start to come together. First, Vaggie seriously increases her anti-heaven talk.
Yep. Super cool. Heaven. Wow.
She sounds a lot like Lucifer when he says,
Oh boy, heaven is not exactly as carefree as you might think. Yeah, they have rules. Lots of rules, and they aren't very open-minded as you'd hope.
At this point, it's getting clearer what's up, and this is confirmed when Adam recognizes her and uses her past as leverage to get her to betray Charlie.
But I wonder what your bitch would think if she found out you are actually one of us.
What do you want?
Simple. You work for me again, and at the hearing, you're gonna help me shut this kindergarten snowflake bullshit down for good.
Never.
Oh, yeah. You know, that's totally cool. I guess I'll just tell Little Miss Butterflies and Rainbows that she's been fucking someone who's killed thousands of her people.
This is a very elegant blackmail he comes up with because both options involve betraying Charlie. It's just a matter of who says what. Does Vaggie directly sabotage Charlie, or does Adam reveal her identity and the fact that she's already been lying to Charlie for years? This choice of not whether, but how to betray Charlie is too much for Vaggie. When Adam gives her the opportunity to sabotage Charlie, she removes herself from the situation.
What do you think?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Because she refuses to help him, Adam makes a point of retaliating against her by sharing her secret with Charlie.
Don't you act all high and mighty. Did you ever think your little girlfriend might be a liar?
Don't, Adam, please.
What's the fuss? Why hide the fact that you're an angel just like us?
Quick side note, but I do find it very funny how they keep saying she's an angel when this isn't the real problem. There's one moment when Charlie realizes how corrupt heaven is and sings,
I was told not to trust in angels.
Because she's disappointed in the bureaucracy and policy of an angelic institution, but that's not Vaggie's betrayal. Her betrayal is that she's an exorcist. As Charlie says later,
She took part in the very thing we've been working so hard to end.
and I get why they wrote it this way in the song, it scans a lot better to say angel than exorcist, but later they say it again in spoken dialogue, not verse, so there's really no excuse for getting them mixed up. I just want Charlie to go, wait, do you think I hate angels? You know I'm half angel on my dad's side, right?
There's no substitute for pure angelic power,
Who just happens to also be your blood.
Anyway, the period of fracture that results from Adam's declaration that he's coming for the has-been first, and from the reveal that Vaggie is an exorcist angel, introduces a moment of uncertainty into the story. This uncertainty serves a narrative purpose. It creates space in which the characters reassess everything that's going on and rededicate themselves to their cause and find it within themselves to continue. This is especially true when continuing looks different from what they've been doing before. For the residents of the has-been, this critical choice is the decision that the has-been and the mission it stands for is worth fighting for. This period of uncertainty also creates space between Vaggie and Charlie. Normally, the two are very close and Vaggie is very protective of Charlie, but when the lie is revealed, Charlie pulls away. The space between them at the beginning of episode 7 is both a vulnerability, as seen when Alistair swoops in to make a deal with Charlie that Vaggie, had she still been by Charlie's side, would never have allowed.
Do we have a deal?
Deal.
Right on cue.
What did
you do? Let her go.
And an opportunity for Vaggie and Charlie to rededicate themselves to one another. Vaggie thus has a critical choice to make. She has to find a new way forward with her relationship to Charlie. She does this through her mission that she's been given to go to Carmilla and learn how to kill angels. At this point in the story, Carmilla and Vaggie have already been set up as two sides of the same coin by their song Whatever It Takes, in which Carmilla vows to protect her girls at all costs.
I'll be your keeper. Do whatever it takes. I'll make the mistakes. I'll keep you safe and keep this secret.
And Vaggie vows to support Charlie at all costs.
So I'll be your armor. Do whatever it takes. I'll make the mistakes. I'll spend my life being your partner.
The problem this poses is that the two goals are seemingly at odds with one another. Carmilla is afraid to use what she knows,
Why wouldn't you use what you know to fight?
To avoid the very problem you and your little friends are facing right now, I will not invite destruction into my house, on my people.
whereas Vaggie has to convince Carmilla that the best way to protect her daughters is to band together and support the Has-Been to fight against the Angels and stop the exterminations once and for all.
You didn't pick the fight, but it's here now, and they aren't gonna stop with us. You didn't see the look on their leader's face. With us out of the way, it's only a matter of time before they come for the rest of you. They won't stop until all of hell is wiped out, so you can help us make a stand here together, or you can stand alone tomorrow, and what do you think your chances will be then?
Carmilla, now newly resolved to aid the Has-Been crew, gives Vaggie both the weapons she's asking for and advice on how to be a better protector and supporter to Charlie.
I see you're driven by your detestation. Your every step is stoked with animus. You need a different type of motivation, or there's no way that you can handle this. I know you're thirsting for vengeance, Vaggie, you're out for blood, but you'll only stand a chance if you're out for love.
I love this song. It's exactly the advice Vaggie needs to hear to get herself out of the headspace where she's been focused on her past and into a headspace where she's focused on supporting Charlie. But there's one thing I would change about it. Since it's a character moment for Vaggie, I think it should have been a duet between Carmilla and Vaggie, like Loser and More Than Anything were both duets. Otherwise, it's a great song, and it does communicate Vaggie's rededication to Charlie and her cause. You can see the moment when Vaggie internalizes the message because her wings manifest.
And when that push comes to shove, yeah, you just might rise above long as you're out for love.
It's not quite the same as hearing the words come from her mouth, but we do get a visual metaphor that she's newly resolved to help Charlie if Charlie is willing to accept her help. When they both return to the Has-Been and Charlie compliments her wings,
The wings are new. They look nice.
it symbolizes her acceptance both of the fact that Vaggie is an angel and her resolution to help them. This development and rededication are shown and tested in episode 8. On the night before the fight, Vaggie is able to relax and chat with the other characters who now know about her past and trust her in spite of her past as an exorcist angel.
I mean, personally, I'm excited. It's been a long time since I stabbed anyone and really meant it, you know what I mean?
Then during the fight, Vaggie squares off with Lute, and we get to see how her character growth stands up when tested, including her willingness to take Carmilla's advice to heart. Vaggie's losing pretty badly to Lute.
You always were weak.
Until she threatens Charlie.
So, I'll spare you the pain of seeing your demon bitch die.
At which point, Vaggie channels her desire to support and protect Charlie and rallies to win. The moment even gets this tremendous fanfare in the score. It's great. I would watch it all day, in large part because it's the payoff to so much character building. If this Vaggie
I have to go to the bathroom.
had been fighting Lute, I'm not sure she would have been able to win. But post-critical choice Vaggie is ready and able to fight for the life she's built with Charlie. Speaking of Charlie, there is plenty to discuss between Vaggie and Charlie, both as her girlfriend and as support to the main character whose story she inhabits. Join me next week for that, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.